What's up, everybody? How's it going? And Rexman, how are you doing? Must be a new member. I don't recall seeing that particular name before. Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day party. Hopefully, we'll have a bunch of people coming in tonight. Are you a subscriber on the channel yet, are you? Hello, Velvet. No, I'm just on time. 10:30. You have to understand that it actually goes by my computer time. And sometimes that varies a minute or two. We got a Rex man here. I think he's a new guy, which is great that someone was waiting for us. I expect Recon and them will be joining up pretty quickly. How you been doing today, Velvet? He's not very talkative as of yet. Maybe he just needs to meet some people. Hey, Lucky Seven, how you doing? We missed you last night, buddy. You bought 20 tickets on last one at the moment? Oh, I see. No winners yet? Which tickets did you get, Velvet? Did you get the crosswords? Hey, Doc, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day party. Call it something. In fact, at the last minute, I found out it was St. Patrick's Day, so I had to scramble to find a graphic for St. Patrick's Day for the thumbnail. I'm okay, just busy. Kind of tired lately. I don't know why, but just haven't been sleeping well, I guess. Trying to do a lot of things, and don't have the energy to do it. You probably know how that is. Right when we got off last night, Doc, or we can't hear yet. Minnie just tried to join when we all left last night. Poor thing. Well, that's good selection. You didn't win nothing yet, Velvet, or are you just now getting to scratching them? We have a new person here tonight named Rexman up there. He hasn't said nothing yet. He just said, "Tonight, let's get it going," with a smiley face. But he hasn't said nothing yet. He's been here since 10:14. I guess he was waiting quite a while. So how's everything going, Lucky? Have you started looking for your camper yet, or is that you're waiting for the summer to do that, or more springtime or whatever? Tell you what, I've looked at a lot of them. I don't know how they come up with the prices for some of them because some of the nicer ones are pretty reasonable, but there's a lot of crappy ones out there that look like junk that want more than the nice ones. Just unreal. I think they're brand new or something. Yeah, go get you some coffee, Velvet. I got mine. Oh, that's right too. I forgot about yeah. You're working on that new house, Lucky. Yeah, got to keep them contractors all in line, huh? Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Some things get misinterpreted, and they don't get exactly what you want. Guess that means you have to get up early and check in with them in the morning. They're lucky. Most contractors start working pretty early. At least they do down here, about 7 in the morning. But they tend to leave a little bit earlier too. Was you at another live stream, Doc? Well, we're down to 4, so I guess our new friend that never said hello, Rex Man, must have left already. Must have been hiding out in here. Anyway, she wrote me she wrote a comment. I don't know if you saw it on the comments or not, but she pulled in here right when I shut it down. It was just 5 minutes went by and she made a comment. You must have shut down early today. Well, no, we didn't. We were still on for over an hour. I told her, I said we're starting at 10:30 now. And she just said, "Oh." So that may be better for her, may not be. I don't know. Of course, she's way behind us in time, so we'll see. I think she got distracted in her crafts room, probably. She does a lot of her own crafts and a lot of cards. I guess she does a lot of her own cards for kids, grandkids, whatever. Hey Ken, how you doing? You weren't here when we. It's been a couple of days now. We changed the time to 10:30, Ken, because everyone kind of agreed that a little bit earlier would be better. That way they're not on quite so late, I guess. But well, some people don't care. Recon don't care, but um, we decided to just start it at 10:30 instead of waiting, which is fine because a lot of times when we're doing it at 10:45, I was ready to start at 10:30. I had to usually wait because it started at 10:30. I mean 10:45 back then. So we just decided to go at 10:30. That way if people even stay up till midnight, we can still get an hour and a half in if we want to or whatever. Like I was telling Doc, right when I shut it down last night, we were here over an hour. Minnie tried to come in and we had just shut it down and she left me a comment asking if I shut it down early, and I had to tell her too that we were starting at 10:30 now. Notify didn't know YouTube didn't notify you again, huh? I don't understand it, Ken. I really don't. I'm not sure why that is. It's lame. Obviously, there's still a glitch in the system. And really, that's really one of the reasons I kind of made it a concrete time to start every night because I knew some of you were having problems getting notices. So it only made sense to make a time that everyone already knew so they knew to look for it. And they knew there'd be something going on usually. It would be rarely that I didn't do one. If I didn't do one, I'd probably still send out a like a live message type of thing to everybody. Of course, then you might not get that either, the way YouTube is. See, like now it says 6 people and there's really only 5. That's why there's probably somebody. There might be somebody lurching or something. Might be a lurcher. Might be Recon logging in. Who knows? Or I don't know who it could be. It could be Jennifer, but Jennifer hasn't been on in quite a while. Hey, Velvet, want to have some fun? Tell Jennifer that since she forgets to come on my live stream, when her stimulus hits my bank account, I might forget to give it to her. And tell her because I'll be too tired. Oh, you didn't miss nothing really, Ken. We've just been shooting the bull mostly. I updated you actually on Minnie wanting to come in last night. That's about all. I was talking to Lucky a little bit about asking him about if he started looking for his camper yet. He didn't answer me that one yet, but he's getting a nice new one. I'm still waiting to hear if I want to see his old one. I really do, Lucky. I'd like to see some pictures of your old one because for what you paid for, it's got to be one heck of a camper. I've seen some of them ones that were in that price range, and they were outstanding, really nice. Good as a tiny home. Yeah, you can see if you look up at the live numbers there. Just well, 10 seconds ago, we were up to 7 members, and now it's back to 6. Of course, somebody could be coming in, just changing their mind and leaving too. That's possible. But we really only have 5, so it's still not right. Yeah, you told me you wanted to upgrade it, Lucky. We were talking about it one night, and I thought you was gonna send me some pictures of it, of the one you got now, but no matter really. I just was curious. I know that the price range of what you paid for the one you got, I could never afford. What about, LeBron James, half owner of the Boston baseball team? That kinda came out of nowhere, Ken. What are you talking about? Did we miss something? Yeah, we got 7 again now. Thank you, YouTube, for goofing up again. I haven't watched baseball steadily for many, 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 many years. My wife and I got into it for a short while, mostly out of fun. We was like, one was rooting for the Minnesota Twins, and one was rooting for another team, the Red Sox or something. But that was a long, long time ago. Well, he bought Boston baseball team, huh? I'm sure it wasn't. It wasn't. It was expensive. I'm sure it wasn't cheap. Just like the football teams. I mean, gosh, I don't know. If you were to buy a football team franchise, it's got to be in the $1 billion or something. Heck of a lot of money. I watch football without a doubt. I do like football. I like college ball, some of them, some of the teams in college, and I do like the NFL. I have my favorites like everybody else. Some surprising things happen in the NFL too, like Tom Brady leaving the Patriots was a well, I mean, people knew that him and Belichick were having a conflict, but we still didn't ever think Brady would ever leave the Patriots. But I'm super glad he did because he came to the Florida team here, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and won the Super Bowl. 7 dang Super Bowl rings, amazing. Of course, I'm a big Green Bay fan, Green Bay Packer fan too, and I wouldn't have minded Green Bay winning either. What's rigged, Doc? NFL? I don't know how it could be rigged, but anything can be rigged nowadays. Look at what the politicians do. Well, New England wouldn't have got him back anyway because Brady and Belichick just didn't get along anymore, so they wouldn't have took Tom Brady back. They had their chance to keep Brady. All he wanted to do is get an extension on his contract, and they refused. They only gave him that 1 year he had left, and then he would have been a free agent. So he finally just said, piss on you. He even took a smaller salary to help their salary cap. So he gave them plenty, and they just didn't. I was just reading about it today. He said they just didn't believe that he didn't feel appreciated at all. They didn't appreciate him, and so he decided to move on finally after 20 years. Welcome back, Velvet. I never was much into the Bears. It kind of went through cycles, really. You know, when I was younger, I liked the Miami Dolphins. Of course, being in Florida. Um, Mostly just the Dolphins, I guess. I was watched them more than anybody. And there's a few other teams that I like. The Rams, but we're talking like a long, long time ago. Rams I liked a lot, but eventually I started liking Green Bay a lot. And then I got Patriots come along and into my view for some reason. I guess I just liked the way they were playing. I think I saw you. Weren't you at Jennifer's today, Velvet? I think I saw your vehicle there earlier. That's right. I heard you had to bring Tim to the doctors for their chemo treatment or something too. Yeah, Drew Brees retired. I did like Drew Brees. He's a good quarterback. Kind of thought he might be about ready to retire. In fact, my wife liked the Saints. A lot of them good quarterbacks are just getting older now. Heck, Brady will be 45 this next year. I mean, that's getting up there. But even at that age, he had a hell of a year. Aaron Rodgers isn't getting any younger either. He's starting to get up there more. Rothenberg, he's getting up there. I was really surprised that Cam Newton went to the Patriots because Cam Newton was from Florida actually, and I was just really surprised. You know, he seemed like he was okay for a while, then he just seemed like he kind of went downhill a bit. I just didn't think he was quite what the Patriots would have wanted to replace Tom Brady. Well, of course, yeah, I do watch the Gators, Seminoles, Alabama. There's a few other teams I do watch too. Auburn, I like Auburn and Alabama both. Why would they only talk to you for 15 minutes and send him away when he needed a chemo treatment? That doesn't even make sense, Velvet. Having a talk with him ain't doing him any good at all if he needed a chemo treatment. What a waste of time. They could have picked up the damn phone and talked to him. What the hell? That's what really ticks me off with some of these doctors. They want you to they want you to waste your time, drive way to hell to a hospital or wherever to do a consult that they could pick up the damn phone and call you on. But they can't bill you that $120, $200 unless you're in person and waste your time and your gas and your money getting there for it. I tell you what, some of these doctors really piss me off. I went to one to the VA once. I had to have a cyst cut out of my back once. I had a consult. I kid you not. I had to wait 2 hours for the consult with this doctor. My wife timed it. The consultation lasted exactly 2 minutes. I had to sit there. It takes there and back is about an hour and a half. So hour and a half driving, 2 hours of sitting there waiting for this consult that was 2 minutes long. He could have damn well picked up the damn phone and called me for his consultation. And instead, he wanted to, charge $200 for 2 minutes. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Somebody really does need to crank down the medical field about this overcharging people. It's getting to be ridiculous. Now that I've ranted and raved, I'll calm down. I just feel like doctors are cheating people. I understand they go to school all these years and whatever, but that doesn't give them the right to cheat people, and they do cheat people. As far as I'm concerned, I'm like, oh, thank you for that bill. I'm glad I was able to buy you your new boat. Well, then he shouldn't have to keep going back. I thought Jennifer said that he had to go back twice a week or something like that. Well, that's definitely better if he can do it at home by mouth. That's, whatever medication he's taking, that's fine. Are those consultations too, or are they actually going to do something? Yeah, absolutely, Ken. Absolutely. I think doctors just take advantage of insurance companies and Medicaid, Medicare, all that stuff. They bill for the dumbest things. When my wife was in the hospital the last time, they charged her $195 for a damn Tylenol. One Tylenol. Now, tell me that is not being crooked. That's ridiculous. She was there overnight. She had double pneumonia. She saw the doctor for about 6 minutes, she said, and got a $30,000 bill. That is absolutely absurd. Ridiculous. And then she had to lay in a bed that was broken all night. All night. Even though she complained, it was horribly uncomfortable for her because the damn bed was broke. Yet they would not put another bed in there and fix it so that she could be comfortable. And still got this $30,000 bill. I just blew up about that. It's just bullcrap. You're right, Lucky. I guarantee you they get kickbacks from the drug companies. Yeah, okay, I can understand it. Have to check his blood. I know he's got a problem with his white blood cells, so they'd have to do that, Velvet. No, it don't snow here, but tell me, it does still get cold for at least a month. Not like up there. And I actually have seen it snow in Florida, but very little. Talking like, you know, an inch or a half inch or whatever. Usually it's gone by the end of the day, but I have seen it snow down here before. Not very often, but then again, I'm kind of in northern Florida. I'm like 100 miles south of Jacksonville. But I have seen it go below 0 many times. It's just like a lot of these tests they do, Ken, you say your dad's a radiologist. I mean, a lot of the tests they do really don't even pertain to what you're there for. I deal with that with the VA all the time. Every time I avoid going to the VA because of it, because every time you go there, they gotta take at least 4 or 5 vials of blood from you, and it's not even related most of the time to what you're there for. In fact, even when you're there just for a checkup, which I understand they check certain things with your checkup, but some of it's to the extreme. I've been there for a consult before, and I still had to go to the labs and have them draw blood, and that was just for a consult. It was stupid. I finally had to tell them, if it is not critically necessary to draw blood from me to go to the labs, I don't want it. There's no reason to waste the people of the United States' money, the government's money, the people's money on stupid stuff. I said, I'm really fed up with it. You gotta show up for 2 hours early, do your labs, and then you gotta sit around for 2 hours before your appointment. At least your appointment time comes, and you may end up sitting another hour just for that, or longer. But they've gotten better about it. But even the doctors at the VA, they kind of they cut corners a lot. They really do. Well, I mean, it depends on where you move in Florida, Ken. I mean, there's snakes down here, but don't forget, Florida is very highly populated now. I mean, there's a lot of people here now. So it's kind of driven the snakes away quite a bit. I mean, I live out in the country, so I definitely see more snakes. Um, but if you were in a city or a town or something like that, it'd be rare for you to see a poisonous snake. Because moccasins, which are highly poisonous, they tend to stay near water. So, they're kind of right there on the shore, in the water, whatever. Rattlesnakes, they tend to stay more away from people as much as they can. Contrary to popular belief, when a rattlesnake rattles his tail, unless you step on him, he normally won't bite you. He's rattling his tail to warn you to stay the hell away from him. And if you're smart, you stay away from him. But if you walk away, if you look at that rattlesnake, you'll see him slithering off in the other direction. You know. Now the moccasins are a little bit more aggressive, but they're not hard to tell the difference between a moccasin and a black snake. It's not really that hard to tell the difference. The black snakes, they're not poisonous. They won't bother you. There is some racers, which they're actually worth money. The blue racers, we have a few of those in Florida here and there. They're rare. In fact, you can't even kill one without getting a heavy fine. Alligators, well, again, if you're living in a town or a city, you're most likely not going to have to worry about an alligator. Now, the Swanee River is not very far from where I live. Now, if you want to walk along the Swanee River, well, then you better watch for alligators. If you're going to go out in a boat, you watch for alligators. Contrary to what people think, it's pretty tough for a gator to turn a boat over, you know. I'd be a little bit weary if I was in a canoe, maybe, something like that. But if you're in like a, fishing boat or a bass boat or something like that, usually you don't have to really worry about it except for the fact that you have to be a little bit smart and watch the trees, because if there's trees over the water, moccasins tend to get in the trees and they are known to drop out of the tree into your boat. Whether that's by design or not, I don't know. I know a guy had a brand new boat, carried a gun with him when he went fishing in case of snakes. And without even thinking, a moccasin dropped in his boat. He pulled that gun out like a old west cowboy, shot the snake, killed it. In the meantime, put a couple nice holes in the bottom of his brand new boat, which they had to go back really fast because they had to plug the hole up because it was filling up with water. But there's even up north. I was from New Hampshire. There was rattlesnakes in New Hampshire. What's the difference between Florida and New Hampshire? I mean, there's rattlesnakes up there, the rock rattlers up there, and there's rattlesnakes down here. Same thing. There's rattlesnakes everywhere, just about. Arizona, Texas, a lot of the western states, California, wherever, there's rattlesnakes everywhere. Nevada, Arizona, you just watch for them. You just get used to watching for them. We do have a few more poisonous ones here. At least a couple more. We got the rattlers, we got moccasins, the cottonmouth too, the different breeds of moccasin, and the coral snake. Coral snake is probably the deadliest, but that's the one that's the least likely to bite you unless you're dumb enough to pick them up, which I do know someone that did once and did get bit. But they normally have to bite you right here, right in the soft spot of your hand. But they have to gnaw on it before they can bite because their teeth are not really that sharp. Well, Timmy's wrong. I've seen rattlesnakes in that river many, many times. You may not be seeing them, but it was just a few years ago that my sister's son was swimming in the Swanee with a couple of his friends, and one of them was killed from a gator that dragged his ass down in the water and drowned him and killed him. It was in the paper. So Timmy's wrong. There are gators in that river. Well, there's not that many pythons in the area where I live anyway. If you want to go down to the Everglades, I'm sure you'll find a lot of them because the Everglades is plastered with them because people used to get different pythons and whatever for pets. And then they got too big and decided they had to get rid of them. And that's where they ended up, in the Everglades. And yeah, there's some monstrous pythons in the Everglades. Huge, actually, just huge ones. I wore a skeet on the Swanee River when I was a teenager, and literally ran over a gator in the water because I was swinging wide in the boat, swinging out to the side. And I saw something bob in the water just slightly. I thought it was a piece of wood at first and went right over the top of it. I couldn't avoid it. I looked behind me and I could see the teeth. I could see the mouth up, opening and closing. It was a gator I ran over. I was like, feet don't fail me now. I said, if these skis come off, I ain't letting go of this rope. Hi, Daddy-O, I'm here. Well, I know you're here. Who's that calling me daddy-o? What is Timmy using your phone? No, it wasn't a gar. Gar don't have they don't look like a gator at all. I know what a gator looks like. In fact, I was headed out toward the Gulf of Mexico, down the Swanee there. Oh, it's Jennifer. Is that who that is? On your phone, Velvet? Too lazy to get on her own phone, huh? No more coffee for me? Why? Yeah, the Jennifer, my daughter doesn't log in here anymore. I guess she doesn't like us. She's always too tired. Actually, that's not true. I do drink milk. Milk does the body good. Yeah, I figured it out really fast. Once you log in with your own phone. Hey, you guys can feel free to start talking here, Doc. Well, Ken is talking some. Lucky. I guess Jennifer's using Velvet's name at the moment. They keep asking about you, Jennifer, but they haven't seen you in a long time. Timmy's messing with me. She's in hiding, yeah. Yeah. Wrong daughter. Well, Nancy's not even in Florida at the moment that I know of. Doc, did you watch AR Platinum over in Vegas there the last few days? He didn't hit really much. I mean, he got a hand pay once for over $1,300, but I bet your money he spent that much money before he got it. So I figured what out? That it was Nancy? Nancy, I thought you were still up there in wherever you, Ohio or something. I thought you was going to be there for a week. You come back early? Yeah, I am lagging. I'm always lagging. Well, why are you on with Velvet's name? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, you leave this Friday? I thought she was already gone. That's right, too. Old age. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You got a good enough phone now to be able to get service with it, I would think. You got the same phone I got, you said. Oh, well. So let's correct it, guys. Velvet is actually my youngest daughter, Nancy, who never comes on here because she never had service. Now she's going to bed. Love you too, Nancy. See you later. So now I guess Velvet will be taking back over her phone. Unless Timmy steals all the internet service from her. Then it's a touch and go thing. Recon, where you hiding, buddy? Are you even here yet? Recon never even showed up, did he? No, he didn't. He didn't come on tonight. Son of a gun. No Recon tonight. Wow. I think this is one of the first nights that Recon didn't show up. Excuse me. Well, it's 11:18 here. We're an hour ahead. We've been on live for 48 minutes. But I was just looking, I was wondering how long we've been on because I kind of half expected maybe Minnie may come tonight since she knew we're starting at 10:30 now. But evidently not. Well, I kind of figured that out, Velvet. But for some reason, I thought she was already in Ohio. I think I got dementia now, too. I can't remember a damn thing anymore, it seems like. You got a metal roof, I assume. I keep telling you there's an antenna you can get that kind of sticks onto the back of your phone that like makes it work way better. I've heard some really good reviews on it. Oh, see, Jennifer finally comes on. See, guys, she doesn't hate us anymore. I guess maybe I was wrong. Well, I kind of thought you might be earlier because I saw there was 7 people on, and I didn't count 7 people, so I thought maybe you might have jumped in there at some point. See, Ken's asked about you a number of times. Recon has. Doc has. I mean, Recon's not even on tonight. So, like I said earlier, it's the first time he hasn't been on. that I remember. Are we migraine free tonight, Doc? I hope. I know it's probably getting old as a question, but well, it shows we have 8 people now. Hmm. Maybe Recon's just running late, really late tonight for some reason, or he didn't get the notice. Hmm. Had one earlier. Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that, Doc. But at least evidently you don't have it now. Well, it went from 8 to 6 people. Wow. I don't know how that happened, but I guess. Get rid of these banners. They're getting to be annoying. You still with us, Lucky? Now we're down to 5. I don't know if Lucky's here or not. He might just be listening. Of course, maybe I'm lagging again, as always. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was curious, when you get your new camper, is it, are you gonna be looking at those, the ones with the 4 slide outs? I know you got one slide out now, right? I looked at some of the ones online that had 4 slide outs. Them things were incredible. It's like living in a small house. Amazing. It is about time, and boy, I tell you what, Recon, the fine for you tonight is gonna be extremely high because you're, like, almost an hour late. Anyways, I'm asking these questions, Lucky, because I really have been looking at a lot of them online, mostly the ones I can't afford anyway, but some of them look really amazing. I mean, just incredible. And because I'm a bit claustrophobic, and if it ain't got a slide out, I really don't want one without a slide out because you need at least one room that's opened up some more. because I need some room to breathe, so to speak. But these ones that's got at least 2 or 3 slide outs, 4 slide outs, they're really amazing. And I like the idea if you can get some rooms with doors that, you can't see from one end to the other, you know? It's about time you ordered a new phone. Been waiting to hear that one, Recon. And briefly, I don't know if you've read the comments, but right when we logged off yesterday, Recon, the other guys already know because I've told them, but Minnie sent me a comment within like 5 minutes. Right when we logged off last night, she tried to log in and then wrote me a comment and says, I guess you guys shut down early tonight. I said, no, we actually started earlier. We're starting at 10:30 now. And she was like, oh, okay. That's great, Lucky. 3 slide outs. I bet that's going to be beautiful when it's all set up. It's going to be really nice. And technically, I mean, if it was me, I would just want one room, basically, one bedroom anyway. The rest, I'd like it to be camper, way more room, a dining room, kitchen, nice big kitchen, and nice big living room and stuff like that. Be great. And have some extra storage that way. Well, you should have just ordered another one like the one that you got that you like, Recon. They're not that much now. You can get them a lot cheaper now. Recon, you had a live stream of your own last night? It must have been awful late because you were here last night until midnight or so. Anyway, lucky about the campers again. I like the fact that the campers, I know they've had them that way for a while, but they actually have central heat and air. I mean, that hasn't been forever, that's for sure. But usually just had an AC unit up on the roof with heat and air or whatever, or just air. Um, but I do like the fact that a lot of the newer ones within the last 15, 20 years or whatever it's been have a central heat and air in them, which I think is probably a lot more efficient. Because when you just have the one that was on the roof with the heat and air, because I had one like that, it's really hard to keep the whole place warm or cool. You have to leave all the doors open from the different rooms and whatever to keep them comfortable. And usually it's not enough. When it gets really cold, most of the older campers, the heat in those units they had on the roof were only good from about 40 degrees and up, if you're lucky. Ken said he thought you went live. Yeah, I agree, Lucky. It does make it nice to be able to just travel and pull into the campsite somewhere, and they've made them now so you can set them up a lot faster than they used to be able to. All of them are like, hydraulic and electric and whatever, and they're self-leveling and all that stuff. It makes it a lot simpler, without a doubt. A lot of them have solar. and batteries and, all that stuff. He was here last night, Ken, till after 12. I believe it was around 12 when we shut off. Maybe it wasn't quite 12, I don't know. Maybe only 11:30. We didn't have very many people on last night, so I think we went just a little over an hour. Yeah, he said he wasn't live, Ken, so somebody must have been using his name. Must have been a troll. Or one of them impersonators again. But Recon was here though, Ken. How could he be live? Tim's friend John's mother made homemade little apple pies. Huh? Huh. Sounds good. There's been a lot of impersonating people on YouTube for some reason lately. That's what I hear anyway. That's what I think Doc had a lot of problems with somebody using his name. Yep. I'm sure Doc can tell you all about it, Ken. I don't want to bring that subject up. I know it upsets him. So we like him right where he is. Doc's our buddy. We'll take him here any day. You're in Orlando? That must be Nancy again. Why the heck are you in Orlando? You can't be in Orlando. You're at Velvet's house. Hmm. Oh, kids are in Orlando. Oh, okay. Never mind. Nancy is purring. Well, evidently that's a cat you're talking about. And that's a hell of a name for a cat. Well, Recon, if somebody says it was you in a stream last night, you always got proof. They can come and look at our damn live stream video and see you were here. Same with Doc or anybody else. Well, that could be. Could have been you. Might have been your son. I guess he logs in with your name, huh? Recon. There was a guy in here waiting when I logged on. Um, named Rex something. Can't remember what his name is now. He was sitting here waiting for like over 15 minutes for it to start. But he never said a word. He did in type. He said, "Come on, let's get this thing going," or whatever. And that's all he said. How would it show your name though unless he's using your account, Recon? Yeah, I figured that out, Velvet. Took me a while, but I figured it out. Volcano Bay, a big water park. Hmm. I imagine the water is kind of cold in the water parks at the moment, unless they heat the water, which I don't know if they do that or not. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, he must have forgot to switch accounts. So, so next time you go into another live stream, Recon, they're gonna be going, "Hey, Recon, how come you was cussing everybody so much the other night?" He knew he was on his dad's phone, Jennifer, probably, but like Recon said, he forgot to switch accounts. Like on my phone, I can have it on mine or my wife's account. Right now, it's on my wife's account, so I get more time. Well, it shows we got 7 people here right now. So there's one more evidently. We don't know who it is yet. Maybe Minnie finally came in. Is that you in the hiding there, Minnie? I think YouTube should make a system where you can somehow friend people you know and send them a quick message if you want to, or say, I'm here in this live stream. Come join me or something, or just even if it's just simple stuff. I think that would be pretty nice to have. Well, I don't know for a fact that you was on earlier, Jennifer. That's just what you said. You didn't start talking for a long, long time from when you said you were on. So I can't say that you were here that long, really. Right, guys? Well, Ken, I was actually just thinking about that. I don't know exactly until tomorrow. I do know we are for a fact going to be over 3,000 view hours tomorrow because my granddaughters have been going nuts helping me get view hours, watching videos and running videos. And I've been doing the same thing during the day on several different computers I have and phones and whatever, just running videos constantly. So we're definitely adding a lot of view hours. So probably it takes sometimes 24 to 48 hours for them to update and to keep updating, basically. It's always a day or two behind. So I'm thinking probably tomorrow we'll have over 3,000 view hours. Could be 3,020 or 30, 40, 50, who knows? It'll be a fair amount because everybody's really been helping a lot to get the view hours. You have another TV too, Jennifer. We just got to figure a way to get it there. When Tim's feeling better, then we can get this one out of here so we can get the other one set up. We're waiting to set it up. Oh, poor Velvet's gotta get up at 7:30. Oh, let's all give her the little fiddle signs that we feel sorry for her. Not. I have to get up way earlier than that, Velvet, to get the guys off to the workshop, so I don't want to hear it. Maybe he can't lift over 10 pounds, but a certain daughter of mine can lift over 10 pounds. You. Well, then I guess I'll just have to give it to Chris then. Well, evidently the answer would be yes because you can't get it. And I got to get this other one up there because I'm getting tired of turning the remote off and on 50 times every morning to get it to work. And so is your mother. She mentioned it the other day. Get that damn thing out of here so we can get the other one up. Yeah. They'll have to put a mattress in the back of the truck or something to, make sure it don't get broke because it's a plasma, so that's what Tim was gonna do, put something bunch of whatever in there to keep it cushioned so it won't get broke. It's very, very fragile. Yeah, it says there's 8 people on. I'd like to know where the heck they all are because I don't see no 8 people here. Evidently, they haven't spoken or said anything. Welcome to the party, whoever else is on. I was thinking maybe Minnie would come on, but and it could be her. She may not be saying anything yet. Might be one of them. I'm not sure who else. I'm gonna run and grab some more coffee, guys. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, few minutes. I'm back, guys. Unfortunately, there was no more coffee. Darn it. Huh. I guess we drank it all. Oh well, that's the way it goes. No, Doc was Jenny was saying goodnight to Doc because she was leaving. Oh, Ken was leaving. Oh well, if he's gone, sorry I missed him. Good night, Ken. If you have left, um, if not, then good night. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. He's probably already gone. Oh, I guess Doc is leaving. Doc is leaving, I guess. Everyone's saying good night. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess if everybody's leaving, we can go ahead and just shut her down then. He may have already left, Doc, Recon. I guess Doc has left too. Although it shows 6 people. I don't know how true that is, but it's hard to tell with YouTube. But if Doc's gone, Jennifer's gone, Lucky still may be here. Lucky, are you still here? You should only be showing 4 people here. I don't know if Lucky's still here or not. I think he probably is. Maybe he'll answer in a minute here. Oh, there's Ken. He didn't leave yet. Oh, you're checking my live stream videos? Oh, it's Minnie. Oh, you're here, but you're busy. I had a feeling you were here, Minnie. I really did. How you doing? Yeah, 11 likes, huh? I'm not surprised. No, he was saying here probably to me probably. Let's see. We actually had 9 people on altogether tonight, so we got 2 more likes from somebody. I don't know who. Could have been Velvet might have did a like for off Timmy's phone too. Oh, and Jennifer. So yeah, 10. Glad you made it, Minnie. I'm glad you got my message that we were starting earlier than I was before. It's 10:30 is all. Just, I didn't know if that was. I figured you'd probably just come on a little bit later if it was too early for you. Pamela was supposed to be coming back on some more too, but I've only seen her once or twice, a couple of times. I still haven't had a chance to do some more in the daytime, Ken. I do plan on doing it some as soon as I can and get some time opened up, but um, it's usually kind of off the wall. Basically when I get to a time of day and get caught up a little bit, then sometimes that's when I'll throw up a live stream during the day. Don't expect that many, but hopefully it may pick up some. Who knows? In fact, I think it was it last night, Recon. We got maybe it was maybe it was no, it was the night before last. Then you were here then, I guess. But we had several people actually pop in that we'd never seen before, which was nice. And one guy, he did stay for quite a while and talked up a storm. That David guy, the musician. Yeah, Lucky must have left too because he's not answering either. I guess you've been listening for a while then, huh, Minnie? We'll go ahead and we'll shut it down after an hour and a half here. We've got about 2 more minutes. We'll go ahead and shut it down because we're down to only 4 people now, I think. Although it just went back up to 5. I don't know if that's a false reading again or what. It would certainly help if we weren't having all this lag. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that's good, Minnie. That helps. Without a doubt. Definitely appreciate that. Although we're showing 6 people again, so keeps going up. Oh, well, I didn't know you were here. If you just said hi, I'd have known you were here, and I would have counted you. But I keep thinking YouTube is always wrong anyway, so and it usually is. It doesn't seem to be accurate. Like now it shows 7 people again. Yeah, you just missed us. I mean, we just shut down. I saw that comment 5 minutes after I logged off. My granddaughters have been really helping a lot. And they've been watching videos like crazy. Now, I've kind of helped both of them with the painting. Oh, nice. We get us a troll. Welcome, troll. Welcome, the troll. Californian Russian. Yeah, I think he's been here before. Yeah, he's a troll without a doubt. How you doing, troll? What you can do is you go on the internet and you search St. Patrick's Day, and then it'll explain what it is. And then you can get an education about what that holiday is all about instead of wasting anybody's time here. Well, that was kind of a silly question, don't you think? And it was also a very rude question, since you said it was for losers, which kind of implied that we were losers because if you looked at my thumbnail when you clicked in to join the session, you would have saw it had St. Patrick's Day picture and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, I know he's a troll. He's just I don't know, wants to make trouble, whatever. Yeah, he's been here before. I just want everybody here to be nice, get along. We have normal conversations. Okay, go to bed. Have a good night. Yeah, I've had green. I had green on earlier, but I don't anymore. But I did have green on earlier. My wife reminded me, gotta have green on. Yeah, I guess he was our idea of the night, but hopefully he'll come back in a better mood. Everyone's welcome as long as they're, you know, respect other people and be nice. But yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Just that it's always nice to say hello first before you come out with something like what you did. I don't know if the United States is the only place that celebrates St. Patrick's Day or not. I wouldn't think so. I would think that Ireland would support it too. Yeah, I guess I drank the last cup without realizing it, and we didn't make any more. But it's getting late, so I guess no big deal. I probably had too much already today. I need to drink more water. In fact, my wife constantly tells me that I need to drink more water because I get leg cramps and stuff like that. And my skin's awful dry lately, and my back itches all the time. She keeps saying, "Drink more water, drink more water." I'm like, "I do drink water. It's in my coffee." And she says, "Drink more water, not coffee." So I did drink some more water the other day. I did have a couple bottles of it. Didn't seem to help much. Not yet, anyway. I'm not a water drinker. I'm just not. I don't. The bottled water, I don't even like the taste of bottled water. Most of it doesn't taste good. And in fact, I've drank bottled water lots of times. We buy it here for the people here, and I've drank quite a few different brands of it, and it actually makes me thirstier. I don't know what's in it, but it makes me thirsty. Now the flavored water, like the berry flavored water, or that's comes that way, or the mandarin or orange or whatever different flavors there are, those I can tolerate. Those don't make me really thirstier, but it's a lot more expensive to buy that particular water. But I just don't even think about even drinking it. Feeling blessed. All right, that's a good feeling. It still shows we've got 7 people in here. I guess when I went to get the coffee and it was empty, I should have just made another pot. Since we got 7 people in here, I probably could have made a half a pot, I guess. I got a feeling Lucky still might be here too. I don't know. Lucky 7, are you still here, buddy? Or did you leave us? He didn't say goodbye. I kind of scrolled back and I didn't see him say goodbye or anything. It doesn't mean he didn't leave, but um, most everybody here normally does say goodbye, so I was assuming he would. Yeah, 7's a lucky number. Well, we have a well, so our water is probably better than city water, but it doesn't inspire me to drink it much more either. Because we actually have a little bit of iron in our water, so it doesn't taste great either. We used to have a filtration system, but it was way too expensive to keep running it all the time. It was better then, but now we don't. I used to buy those little filter ones you could stick on the faucet, and then the water actually tasted pretty good. But even those were expensive to keep maintaining. Up north in New Hampshire, probably they had the best water you can get because you get all 4 seasons, and with the extreme cold of New Hampshire, pretty much kills the bacteria, and it comes down from the mountains, and it filters through everything all the way down for miles and miles and miles, and a lot of the little towns up there, they run a pipe up the mountain to wherever the water sources are, or part way up, not all the way, but part way up, and they run that water through them pipes where people can come and fill up water jugs, and it probably is the best tasting water you can ever get. It's just very pure. It's tested, everything. It's just pure, good, clean tasting water. I really do miss that. In fact, even in the summertime, it still comes out cold and clear. You're on Instagram too? Well, you're smarter than I am, Minnie, because I can't figure out Instagram to save my life. I'm on Instagram. If you know how to look up Kim Casta Art, all one word, you'll find me on Instagram, and you can follow me there. I do post the videos up there too, usually. Well, I'll post the links for them, but I cannot seem to get around on that very well at all. I keep trying to figure out how to get people to follow me and all that stuff, but a few of my grandkids managed to find me and they're following me, and a few other people, I guess, but for the most part, it just confuses me. Twitter, same thing. Just cannot really figure it out very well. I guess I'm just too old to figure it out. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Alaskan water most likely was frozen for 10,000 years before it melted, so it's pure. No bacteria can survive it. But even parts of New Hampshire, from what I'm told from friends of mine that live there, they're actually getting some water that's not so good anymore too. Oh, you think you are? I have no idea really who's following me there. Actually, Instagram, I don't post the links to this place. I post from my website to Instagram, I think. I could, I just don't go up on Instagram with the actual with the link. I used to once in a while, but I don't anymore. Twitter, I do. Well, you can bet animals have shit in the water. I don't care where you are. Bear, deer, rabbits, whatever. They all go to the water source. Well, I remember being up north when I was younger, and we just, if we were like camping out in the winter, which wasn't very often because it was just too damn cold. But when we did, though, we just melted water. I mean, melted the snow for water if we didn't have enough. As long as the snow wasn't yellow, we didn't worry too much about it. As long as it was nice and white. Not a good idea to eat yellow snow. I think you know why. Are you on Instagram, Recon, or Twitter? You're probably like me, Recon. You probably can't figure it out. Maybe we'll have to get Minnie to give us an Instagram class one day. Yeah, well, that's not very good for sure, Recon. The water was pure on this earth to begin with. I think you'll find that's probably a true statement. We're the ones that polluted it. We're the ones that ruined the water sources. God left us with pure water. I think there's very few places with bad water. Lemonade like hell. Oh, I know you know what it means. When I was a kid, my mother used to make ice cream out of snow. Back when the pollution wasn't such a big deal or whatever, but when we got fresh snow, she'd get snow and she'd make ice cream out of it. So we had to make sure there wasn't no yellow snow. Yeah, I recall you saying that, Recon. I never really wanted any of the other ones. I was just kept trying to keep abreast with everybody else, with my artwork. But all it did was cause massive confusion to an old man, me. I gave up very rapidly. I try to log on still and try to figure out here and there what to do and whatever, but it just does not seem very old man friendly. I've posted lots of paintings there. Never even got a comment from anybody on one. Never. Don't know why, but haven't. Well, actually, I think a couple of my granddaughters might have liked it or whatever they did. But even my granddaughters don't talk to me on Instagram, so that's pretty bad. If you got YouTube, you don't need much more. I mean, all the information you could want is on YouTube, really, if you just look for it. I guess Instagram has some benefits to it that I have not figured out yet. I know there are people out there that have tens of thousands of followers. And I'd love to have tens of thousands of followers and more if I could redirect them to YouTube, to my channel here. And maybe my website. Oh, great. My camera went out of focus. Isn't that nice? Wow. Maybe I need to shut it off, put it back on, whatever. Uh-oh. I tipped it. Whoops. Too much. Too much. Huh. Strange. It's done this before. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a good place to post stuff, Minnie. That's why I posted some pictures on there, some paintings and whatnot, and even my website. I tried. It just didn't seem to help any. I put my website up there all the time, and I was not seeing any traffic from it at all. Oh, and you guys remember the guy that came in that was a buddy of mine who's one of my admins on Discord, Ronan? He left me a message today. Um, he he already got all the purchases he made from my website, and bad news, he got COVID. He's been like really, really sick, pretty bad. So say a prayer for him, guys. He's been pretty sick. Jennifer doesn't know Instagram either or Twitter, so she can't help me with it either. She's probably more confused about it than I am. Velvet don't use it either. You know who you learn Instagram and Twitter from? Kids. Kids. They know it like an expert because I see my grandkids, a lot of them on it. That's what I need to do is get one of my grandkids to come here and show me how to do things on Instagram and Twitter. I'll bet you money they can do it. I just haven't thought of it. Because if you're a kid, teenager, you know all the ins and outs on all of it. Yeah, thank you. I definitely said a prayer for him myself. He's pretty sick. He said it's awful. He said he's a big man too. I've seen pictures of him. He's a really big man, real big, rugged guy. But he's a nice guy though. So I guess he'll be in quarantine. Excuse me, for about 12 days, 7 to 12 days. I think here we had to do it for 12 days each time. I think some places say only 7 days, but um, we were told to do it for 12 days. So, are you following me for a fact, Minnie? Did you find out? Yeah, I don't blame you, Recon. That's the same as I am. I like I like YouTube, so I do watch videos on how to do a lot of this stuff on YouTube. I thought I learned a lot from YouTube just on the streaming and getting the right sizes for the backgrounds and all that stuff. I did, YouTube can teach you whatever you need to know if you watch enough of it. I mean, you have to kind of separate the good from the bad because not everybody is right on the way they teach stuff, and doesn't always work. Yeah. Well, I think every state seems to be different. Of course, the state required us to, because of the clients here, to do a 12-day quarantine. At one time, I think it actually was 7 days, but they extended it to 12. No idea why, but they did, I guess to make sure. And then to be sure, it wasn't required now, but the person that did have it here, we brought in to the health department and they did one of those rapid tests to see if we had a result within 20 minutes. And they tested negative because we didn't want to have them come out of quarantine around other people here if they still had it. So we made sure we brought them in immediately, excuse me, immediately and have them tested, make sure they were negative. And luckily they were. And the one that had it here didn't even have any symptoms at all. Was not even sick, but tested positive, but wasn't sick at all. I'm drinking the coffee grounds, Minnie. That's how desperate I am for some coffee. Cold coffee grounds. That's pretty bad. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have it. I have KHC 196 there. Yeah. Okay. I guess I need to make a different account for the KHC Kim Casta art. So I'll probably have to do that or change my name on it or something like that maybe. I might be able to change the name if they allow it, I don't know. Yes, they're out of quarantine now, yes. Back to the workshop, thank God. That way we get, this week's kind of been messed up because of the funeral coming up, and things have been up in the air even today because they were supposed to come do the COVID shots for everybody today here. But they didn't show up because they called. I guess they had the wrong address. And then we found out they're coming from Panama City, which is over a 3-hour drive, and they had the wrong address in the next city over, which is, in Gainesville. So they had to reschedule it for tomorrow, and we're hoping they will be here tomorrow because the next day is the funeral. Excuse me. So things have been kind of up in the air still, waiting for this to get all taken care of and get done. And plus, we've been working on trying to find another client. There's one possibility, and we're hoping to that works out. Excuse me. That won't get us out of. That won't keep things going long, but it gives us a little more time to get somebody else on top of that. Hopefully. Well, guys, we've been up for 2 hours. I think we'll go ahead and shut her down for the night. I'm getting a bit tired myself and have a few other things I want to do. So I'm not sure who is even here. It shows 6 people, but maybe you're lucky. Maybe they're just AFK or away from their phones or whatever. But I don't know. So I think we'll shut her down. Have a good night, guys, and thanks a lot for coming, Minnie. I'm glad you came tonight. Recon, you too. I'm not sure who else is here, but whoever else is here, have a good night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And I thank you a ton for coming every night, you guys. I really appreciate it. I can't wait till we can build it up to about 20 or 30 people a night. That would be fabulous, or more. So anyway, have a good night, guys. I can see that I'm lagging like crazy because nobody's saying anything, so I'm giving it an extra minute or two. Before I shut it down. You too, Recon. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care. Minnie, you too. Like I said, I don't know who else is on still, if Lucky Seven's still on or Ken or Doc or anybody else. You all have a good night if you're in hearing range, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Take care, Minnie. God bless. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't ban him or anything, so we will. Hopefully, he'll behave, not come out that way. At least if he comes in here next time and just says hello, how are y'all tonight or something, not just blurt out, what's St. Patrick's Day is that for losers or something? I mean, that's just kind of a negative thing to say when you first go into a channel. So hopefully he'll remember that. I understand he might have been drinking, but I mean, I didn't do anything to him, so he's welcome to come back. He might still be here. Might have wanted to sleep from drinking. Yeah, it wasn't a great comment. So, but anyway, he can come back if he wants to. It's up to him. All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe. And thank you all again for coming. We'll see you tomorrow night at 10:30. Good night, everyone.